Hey gang, I'm back with another workout video. I figured I'd show you some of the things that I'm doing here, my place of employment here at the gym. So I started off with straight body weight dips. A good way to start off my pushing routine for chest, triceps, shoulders, gets everything. It really is the squat of the upper body. You can see here I'm using a couple of bigger handles. These are just nothing but PVC wrapped in some black duct tape, but I've always liked a big grip because I feel it's more comfortable. And one of my sincere beliefs is the more comfortable you can make an exercise, the harder you can work at it. So I'm paying attention to how deep I can get, angles at my wrist, at my elbow, and pushing my elbows forward as I come up to engage the tricep more. This is my new shoulder exercise, which I'm really enjoying. I call these ledge-style deficit handstand push-ups. I'm not using my full body weight because I can't do this with my full body weight. I'm not that strong. So of course, I regress the exercise. I put my feet up on the ledge here, and I use the plyo boxes as an elevated surface so I can get my head down a little bit further. In fact, I'm trying to get the very top of my shoulder to touch my hands as I come down, make sure I get every inch of range of motion that I can for the very bottom. When you come out of that, make sure you come out kind of slow. You don't get a little woozy or lightheaded. Back to the dips here. Now that I'm kind of more warmed up, I'm focusing much more on having tension in the shoulders. I know a lot of times the dip is a chest and tricep exercise for a lot of people, and it certainly is that. But I'm trying to concentrate on keeping my deltoids much more engaged all the way down, all the way up. Keep in mind, also, I'm pausing at the bottom of this. I don't bounce out of my dip, which is a very crucial thing, I think, to get more out of the exercise and to also help protect your shoulders from any sorts of aches and pains later on from doing dips, which a lot of people say, dip's bad for the shoulders. Well, if you're bouncing out of them or doing traumatic things to your shoulders, then yeah, but that goes for any exercise. With this, what I'm really paying attention to as well is using my back. I want to make sure that I push my elbows forward and upwards so that my traps and my upper back are engaged, particularly at the very top of the exercise. It may look like I'm kind of locking out. That's fine. You know, locking out is all right because what we're really concerned with is tension. And yes, you can most certainly lock out a joint and still have full tension on your arms, as you'll see with this too. My progressive push-ups with the medicine ball. I love this little medicine ball. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. Having my hand just on the outside, keeping all of my weight there on my right arm, coming down, letting the chest touch my thumb, and really making sure that I'm not pushing my weight towards that ball. If I do, then it's getting easier. I'm trying to work that right arm as much as I possibly can. So then moving, of course, onto the left side, I'm taking a break in between each one. That's the video editing's there. Because while the outrigger arm is not the one primarily responsible for the exercise, it is getting a lot of work. So with progressive movements like this, a little bit of a rest will ensure that you're not doing 5 reps on one side and then you get 3 on the other because you were tired. Big, again, range of motion all the way down, all the way up. As I always say, the range of motion rule is how much range of motion should you be using? And the answer is always all of it. Also, I've been playing around with the width of my hands with this one. The further away the outrigger hand is, the harder the other hand has to work. So with this one, I'm coming a little bit closer and you see my arm's not straight. I'm trying to make it a little bit easier, see what kind of technical progressions I can use. I'm keeping my weight on the outside of my hand as I go out or go down and pressing in and up so that the weight is more on the inside of my hand as I am coming towards the top of the push-up. It's very similar to like those push-up handles, the twisting push-up handles, only this is no need to buy such things because your arm, you can see my elbow, the pit of my elbow is kind of facing the camera, and then it goes into the towards the center line of my body. So you can get the rotation. You don't need a rotating handle for this sort of thing. Paying attention, of course, to shoulder movement as well, trying to not let that left shoulder move all around. More shoulder stability is what I'm working on. And then I finish off with some tricep exercise. This is my new favorite toy here. Just placing it on a bench or an elevated surface like a plyo box and bringing the elbows down and straight back with the hands coming up towards the shoulders. This is a push-up of sorts, but it's very much a tricep push-up. Having the arms in and tight does not make it a tricep push-up. It's where your hands are placed. the more forward your hands are. So right now they're about under my neck, and right there a little tweak with the feet. Now, yep, a little harder. So now the hands are underneath my chin. So the more I move my body backwards, the more difficulty I have with this. So there you go, another push workout. Let me know your thoughts. Till then, be fit, live free.